This program brought to you by Brewski's Bar and Grill, located in Utica, Minnesota. Your one-stop shop for delicious burgers, fries, pizzas, and more.
Welcome to Sports Backtalk with Bowie and Ringer, and well, it's Super Bowl week, Mike.
It is Super Bowl week. I am stoked. All the teams have left for Atlanta, and hopefully they don't run into that snowstorm.
Now they can let what's the right word, all the stuff with what's going on and who's did this and who's out too late and all that stuff. They can start all the stories.
Yeah, and New England's been answering the same questions for about the last 6 years, so I won't get them off of their game. They know what to expect. The Rams, they got 4 guys who played in the Super Bowl, but otherwise they're all going to be new to this. They don't have a lot of cocky players, though. They're pretty well grounded, and they understand they got a game to play.
It's something that you mentioned that the Patriots have been through this, and the changing of the uniforms at halftime. You go in, most guys take off their pads now and kind of get fresh new clothes on, just like they're starting over again, and then start that whole routine again. Is it something that for the Rams they can go, okay, this is what the Patriots have done for blah blah number of years, we got to do exactly the same thing? Or is it something where you kind of take your own approach to it?
Well, you take your head coach's approach to it. He'll let them know how he wants things done, what time curfews are at, how strict the curfews are, and we'll go from there. And there always seems over the years to be some issues once they get these venues. A couple players stay out a little late, but I don't expect that too much of that this year, though.
Are we making a prediction
Tonight?
No. Or are we waiting? We're waiting for our Sunday so we're not going to give like a teaser.
I don't give my
prediction
prediction.
So that people watch Sunday's show.
I don't give my prediction till the last stop on the Sunday Super Bowl tour.
Okay, so in case you're wondering about that, our next show is going to be taped on Sunday afternoon prior to the Super Bowl. We're going to start here, right?
Yep, we'll start here at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock in the afternoon. So
by the way, follow us.
That's what I'm saying.
Come here. 2 o'clock, Looney's Brew will be the first show.
And then we're going to progress on, and we'll probably go to...
We haven't gotten approval yet, but we're going to go talk to the Viking Bar for $2.15, $2.20.
Okay, and then we'll head to Hanson's
for $2.40, $2.45.
And then we'll finish up, as always, at the Border Bar.
$3.05, $3.10.
And we'll get done about 3:30, so you got plenty of time to get home, throw your wings in the Barbie or whatever you're going to do.
Yeah.
Because you're a wingman on...
I am a wingman.
On
right now, you're my wingman.
Oh.
But anyways, start Looney's Brew about 2, Viking Bar 2:30, Hanson's 2:50, Border Bar 3:10. Come join in. It's a lot of fun, and we need people to ask questions.
Yeah, we need people to ask questions, and we need people to give Mike a little grief, because that's how this show works.
I deserve it.
That's the way it works. So, did you watch the Pro Bowl yesterday afternoon?
What did I watch? 2 plays.
2 plays. Well,
and I watched the highlights.
That's one more play than I watched.
I watched the highlights. I just accidentally went over there, and there wasn't really a heck of a lot on. And my wife was watching a Netflix series, so I watched a little of that with her. And yeah.
Yeah, I
no interest in that.
How about the NHL one on Saturday night?
No. What's the point?
I will say that on Saturday night, I started watching the first period of the Central versus the Pacific. It was 1-0. About 2 minutes in, the Central scored to make it 2-0. I turned the channel, and I'm not kidding you. I know what I was watching UMD in Omaha playing college hockey, and it couldn't have been 6 minutes later, and it came across the bottom that the Central was up 7-1, and I'm like, what are we doing? So I don't even know who won. Does it matter who won?
No, what does it matter? They get $1 million, the winners. I do know that. One other thing, I did watch some highlights, a few goals, and there's nobody. Charlie Coyle should make an all-star game.
Because?
Because they don't have to try in that game, and he would fit right in.
Jesus.
He has been playing better, though.
He has been playing better, Charlie Coyle.
I think he's been watching the show. He doesn't want Bully mad at him.
Doesn't want Bully mad at him. Who does? I don't want Bully mad at me.
Here's what our fans got to understand, the few that we do have. And I've always said this.
And they are hardy.
Okay. I'm not disappointed in Charlie Coyle as a person. Because he is a great person. He does a lot of good things for the city, the kids. Nobody goes out of his way to help kids and give sticks and pucks and stuff away than Charlie Coyle. But when you get disappointed in the player, it just happens to be that individual. And that's what I used to do in hockey, too. I'm not getting mad at you. I'm getting mad at what you're doing. And that's the same thing here. I get mad at how he plays a lot of times, and it's nothing individually attacking him.
So how did Devin Dubnyk do? In the All-Star game. Like I said,
I did see the save he made on McDavid, which was spectacular. So, other than that, he had to give up 12 to 13 other goals.
Did he?
All right,
I don't know. I have no. Like I said, I have no idea. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know the scores of the games. I read nothing.
Yeah, I didn't see the goals against average posted after the games.
Okay.
But no idea, no care. NBA All-Star game coming up. I'm really down on what's that show? It's after work at night. Tony Kornheiser.
Oh, PTI.
Yeah.
Pardon the interruption.
Yeah. Tony Kornheiser. Who's the other guy?
Mike Wilbon.
I am disappointed in both of them.
Because?
They say LeBron James is the best athlete and most notable athlete in sports today. How can he make such a stupid comment? I mean, where are these tests being done at? In Chicago, where he lives?
Well, and I think because Wilbon is a huge NBA basketball fan, that's where he...
I think Tom Brady is. Tom Brady is the most notable athlete in this era.
Yeah?
He's got wins. He doesn't jump from city to city.
We're talking now
NBA's
America.
Yeah, and I'm going to get mad now again. The NBA again, we got another star player in Anthony Davis.
Oh.
Came out this morning and say, I'm done in New Orleans. So, again, here we go. He'll end up with L.A. Lakers.
Yeah.
Again, we're going to have our 4 or 5 teams, and the teams like Minnesota and New Orleans. Anthony Towns is not going to last. Wiggins, I mean, they're all going to request trades, and if they don't get them, they're going to pout. Nobody.
Did Davis say why he wanted to trade? Because I know
he wants out because they can't win.
Because they can't win. So he's not good enough to make them win.
I guess not. Butler hasn't been good enough to make Philly any better.
So now that he can go play with LeBron, then he'll be great.
It all started with LeBron. Again, Wilbon's favorite athlete. It all started with LeBron. Okay.
He started taking his talents to South Beach.
Yeah. And Chris Paul and Harden, they won last night, but I don't think that's really worked very well. And Kyrie Irving to Boston, they haven't won anything yet, but they're always going to be in the top 6. You know, the Minnesota Timberwolves, who, you know, we have season ticket holders too that pay good money, same amount as all these other cities, but we'll never, ever even smell an NBA championship.
Until you go out and try to do something like that, or is it because of our location that we have no chance?
Because of the salary cap issue. I mean, how can you pay 3 players $40 million each?
But let's look at Golden State. They're finding a way to make sure everybody takes their cuts and whatever else. They found a way to do it. Golden State was a
Durant went in there.
Was a laughing stock of the NBA for. Well, they won the championship in '75, and then they were a laughing stock for 40 years.
But that was a team. Remember that. That Golden State team was a team. It was a story. It was fun. It was exciting.
You're talking the team back in '75.
75, yeah. That was a story. It's not a big deal now when Golden State
how did they get themselves out of that cycle? They got lucky and drafted Steph Curry.
That was the start.
Other guys to join in and say, hey, I want to go play with
They got lucky with Thompson. Although, he's a little flighty, and he goes off the
deep end.
He gets in trouble once in a while with some illegal stuff. But, no, it is what it is. What are you going to do?
Here we are early in the show talking about the NBA. I'm telling you, Mike is a closet NBAer. He wants to discuss it. And, the Timberwolves, unfortunately, lost a pair to Utah, and after 3 games in a row on the road.
Yeah, they just tease a little bit, but you know darn well, I mean, they are who they are.
Yeah, it's just going to continue.
Who's this Bayless guy? When did we get him?
That's a great question. Where did he come from?
Yeah, I'm sure we got him because of Jones's injury.
Yeah.
But what about the Kogi or Skogie or whatever his name is?
I think they found out that he is like a
Well, we had the 2 best draft picks ever this year. We had the
said
kid
that?
from Ohio State. Everybody.
No.
We got steals, SODs, steal the drafts. We never find a Donovan Mitchell.
No,
We never do.
How about this kid from?
It's like
speaking
Brett
of the
Favre.
NBA, this kid from Dallas, right? Doncic.
Oh yeah, nice. Well, he was drafted high, right?
Yeah, he was drafted high and
Number
19
2 or
years
3.
old and doing outstanding things.
And as soon as he gets good, he'll leave.
Or can he convince
Well,
Cuban?
The one thing with Cuban
Cuban
is
will spend money if he
he's
thinks,
got the personality that can draw people to him,
yeah.
but
And they got a warm enough climate. See,
I think he also figured out he's gonna make money regardless. He's the type of person that
he knows how to make-
will not lose money. So if it comes
those
to a
computer
point
guys,
where
they know how to make money.
I'll win 40 games a year and get in the playoffs once in a while and never ever win an NBA crown again, he'll be happy with that as long as he's making money.
He's making money. I think he wants to win a little bit more than that.
He does. He's a very
Same thing with Jerry
competitive
Jones.
person.
Jerry Jones, same type of guy. All he wants to do is make money, or does he want to win?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know. I think as long as he's making money, I think you're right. I think he's happy. Yes,
They want to put on the persona. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
anyways, what else?
You wanna save that thing for the end, for the finale?
No, we better go
you wanna
now.
let it rip now?
We better go now.
All right, he wants to go. Mike, let it rip.
No school tomorrow.
This is Monday now.
This is Monday. No school tomorrow, and already been set at as no school on Wednesday as well, right?
Correct.
No school. Done for 2 days.
Yep.
Okay. Parents with kids that are 4th, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, now they're kind of out of the daycare situation, so they really don't have a set daycare.
Yep.
Now these people, whether they have jobs that pay time off or don't pay time off, they have to stay home next 2 days.
Huh?
Okay, and a lot of them don't get paid when they stay home ringer.
I agree.
Okay?
Yeah.
So they're getting double smacked. Their kids aren't in school, and it's being decided on by 1, 2 people.
I would say one person in the end is probably making the decision, and it's his call.
Yeah.
Kevin Grover. It's his
So
call.
that's one issue is, and also, and again, I'm getting a little deep. I'm old school as they get, and it is kind of a shot on these people, but to me, there's nothing wrong with kids. The parents can make that. To me, the parents should make the decision on whether the outside is too dangerous for their child.
Okay.
And if they don't want to have their kid go to child or school because of the conditions, again, the school shouldn't punish that kid either, and they would.
So let me ask this question, and I'm going to take the back turn because obviously I teach. So now
And this is my own opinion. It's nothing of KCC TV, Looney's Brew, my current job. It's my Mike Bolsted's opinion. Let's make that straight.
This is Tim Ringhofer's opinion, who is an employee of ISD 360.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
here's the thing. As a teacher, okay, now you're saying send the kids to school, but the kids that don't have to come to school don't have to come to school. So let's excuse them, right?
Yeah.
So I've got, let's say, a class of 25 kids. Mm-hmm. And I have 16 of them show up.
Yes.
Do I have class or do I not have class? Because I've got 9 missing. So
What do you normally do?
Do I go on
So
to the next section?
there's a flu bug going around.
Yeah.
15 kids show up, or
Yeah.
deer hunting season goes on. 15 kids show up.
Yep.
What do you normally do in that situation?
my policy, unwritten policy.
I can tell you what it is.
If there are
You
more,
run class.
If there are more than half the kids in class of the total number of kids, whether that number is 12 or 40, doesn't matter. My number has always been if there's half the kids there, we're having class.
Okay.
Right or wrong, I don't know because there's that issue. But like you said, okay, the parents get to keep their kids at home. So now I have class. Now those kids that were gone have to find a way, just like if they were sick, to come back and make that work up. Well, how many kids come in and make that work up? It's not a whole lot. So now if I'm talking a class of 30 kids and I've got 12, 14 missing, now I've got 12 or 14 kids that are behind, and in theory, possibly for 2 days, and now they're 2 days behind. So it's a tough situation. It's a tough situation missing the 2 days of school regardless. I don't want to get in trouble. Regardless of the situation, because now I've lost 2 days of teaching that, frankly, we're not going to get back. And when we have our 11th grade math tests at the end of April, when we have the ACT tests in early April. Those are 2 days I don't get back that I don't have a chance to get those kids ready for that test. So it's a tough situation. I think, Mike, you were raised in the old time. I was raised in the old time. You went to school. That's what you did. However, things, as we well know, aren't the way they used to be. Kids coming to school underdressed for the situation, getting off the bus in Crocs, with no jacket, no hat. And so I don't know if the kids, as I was talking with somebody in the grocery store before I came out here, I don't know if this has something to do with the parents aren't at home, or the kids walk out the door and take the clothes off because they don't want to be wearing their mucklucks and everything else. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, when you went to school 40 years ago, if you wore your big boots to school, that was okay, and you got your tennis shoe, it was just fine.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the way it is anymore. I think kids who wear their boots to school and who wear a stocking cap with the ear flaps or something are looked at like, well, what are you doing? You're a goofball, you're whatever. And so there's some bullying that would go on in that situation.
Yeah.
And so I think some kids come to school underdressed because they don't want to have to deal with the nipping and what the picking on and everything else that can come with that. So I'm making more out of this, but
No.
it seems to me that we have kids, especially young kids, elementary school age kids, that are coming to school underdressed for the conditions. And I think, unfortunately, in this day and age, back in your day and age, if a bus had broke down and a kid got frostbite, everybody would have went, well, that's
the breaks.
That's a tough break, but that's the way it goes. This day and age, bus breaks down and the kid gets frostbite, there's going to be lawyers involved.
Yeah.
And why did you have my kid out in
Yeah.
this dangerous situation? So I think it's different these days. It's a tough call. I would not want to have Kevin Grover's job.
No.
I would not want to be making this call. It's a no-win situation. If tomorrow morning it's only 15 below and the wind's only blowing 5 miles an hour, everybody's going to say,
Yeah.
what did they do that for?
Why'd
That
they do
was
that for?
crazy. And, I mean, it started in the south today. I was watching, getting tweets. It started
Yeah.
early today. Schools were shutting down and it just kept coming north further and further and further. And like I said, I don't want Kevin's decision on this. It's not where I want to be, but I understand why he's made the decision he did. I also would have understood if he'd have said, we're coming to school tomorrow. I completely understood that decision as well. It's a no-win situation because some people are going to be mad at you for canceling. Some people are going to be mad at you if you sent them to school.
Yeah, and what you brought out is something I'm not. I mean, I see my grandkids going to
Yeah.
school, and again, everything's good.
Yeah.
Okay, and I know there's social, economic issues where some kids might not be dressed for these conditions anymore, like back when we grew up.
Yeah.
Whatever it took, whether it took 3 jackets to put over you, mom and dad found a way to make sure
Yeah.
that you were warm enough, so
And
after
I think the parents, for the most part, are doing that now, but I don't think the kids necessarily. When you walked out the door, mom was probably at home, right?
yeah.
When our kids walk out the door,
But
these
we
days,
went-
I don't think mom and dad are at home a lot of times, so they're expected to get themselves dressed and out the door to the bus. And I just don't think some kids worry about that kind of stuff. It's just not. It's just not the way they are. For whatever reason, I don't know, right, wrong, or otherwise, but that's kind of the way I think I see it. And I hear a lot of elementary school teachers, especially, saying, "It just is not a safe situation."
Yeah, the term soft comes out. I mean,
Soft?
a lot of people my age, I just talking and seeing Twitter, and it's my group. It's anywhere from 40 to 55, 58-ish, that are ones that are like, come on, let's go.
I understand.
But, now that I heard your side, to me now, I guess I am more in favor of
So,
Mr.
are you in
Grover.
favor of me going to school tomorrow and Wednesday? Because
I
have to be
don't
there-
know. I think
have
if
to
the
be there
school's
both days.
closed, I think if the school's closed, everything should be closed. The doors, the arena,
And everything will be closed as far as the kids are concerned, but no practices.
So no practices.
The practices are off, but I understand about the teachers coming in. It's a little bit different between a 10 or a 12-year-old possibly walking a half mile to school in the frigid conditions and a teacher jumping in their car to drive to school. So I hope the next 2 days, for our sake, are productive days, because there are things that we have to work on, no doubt about it. I think we can use these days to our advantage in that respect, try to make lemonade out of lemons, as they say. So I hope that we've got some things like I said, I know we have things to do. I know my department, my math department, we have things that have to get decided, and we can use this time to sit down as a group and say, what about this group of kids here? What are we going to do? How are we going to do it? So there are some things that we definitely can do over the next few days. Obviously, there are decisions to be made, and we'll hopefully use the time wisely to do that.
Yeah, and knowing Kevin Grover like I think I do, I give him a lot of credit. He's going to do something, and he's going to stick to his guns. Whether people agree with him or not, he's a man of principle. No pun intended, as he was once. But he feels this is the decision that's right, and he's got to stick by it. And again, this was a no way going attacking him. But
I was talking with one of the teachers whose father got to make this decision many years ago, and she said, my dad made the decision one day, the next day it was beautiful, it was perfect, everything else, and just got lambasted by the parents. So the next time they made the same prediction that the roads were going to be bad, and they said, nope, we're having school, and they had buses in the ditch and kids and all this other stuff, and he got himself. So it's a
he got in trouble twice for changing up what he was thought in.
Yep. So it's a no-win situation. Like I said, I do not want to have that decision, and I'm glad I got it.
Okay, good discussion. That's what we're about.
That's what we're about.
Point counterpoint. That used to be a Saturday Night Live skit.
That used to be a Saturday Night Live on the news, on the weekend update. Absolutely.
What else we got?
So the Wild playing well before the All-Star break.
Yeah, now they got their 5 days off. They don't play again until Friday. A lot of teams are off for 5.
Okay. So
a couple teams are back in action tonight. Philadelphia and I believe Winnipeg.
Okay.
Should be good. I believe it's on NBCSN, so I will watch that when I get home. And so I believe about eight teams are off until Friday, and then another 8 will take off, and each of them will get 5-day breaks.
So everybody's 5-day break is coming after the All-Star.
Yeah, and the Wild, that works good for the Wild because wherever they ended up in Mexico, they can just stay there for a few more days.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, Devin was the only one who was working, right? Mm-hmm. So everybody else had some time off. Hopefully they will come back and ready to roll and make a run towards the playoffs.
Well, we'll see. I saw in a publication today, I believe out of whatever, Washington or in the power rankings, the Wild are at 6. I about fell off my chair.
What?
Yeah.
6 from the bottom, you mean?
No. Top 6.
What was the rationale?
Well, they've won 4 or 5. They're hot. So I guess if the power rankings are the way we're going to go, the Wild should be the number 6 overall seed and should get a home playoff series.
Okay.
But we know that's not going to happen.
We know that is not going to happen.
Well, if they keep winning, I mean, the way they were playing, I think Boudreau should just tell them, hey, we got another 10-day break coming up, and kids can go out there and work hard. And but they played really good. They played really bad, and then they play really good. That's been the makeup of this team since this group came in with Parise, Suter, that old core of Koivu. It's been the same song and dance every year, and it's what drives people like me into the Nutty Farm.
So did you watch the Gopher basketball game against Iowa yesterday? Starting at 4?
No, I did not.
No, you did not? Okay.
I heard about it. They missed a lot of free throws again, which tells me a lot about their makeup because you can't miss free throws in Big Ten basketball and win games. They were fortunate enough to be ahead enough that they held on.
A win against the top 20 team at home, and they keep
a top 20 team on the road, and then come back.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when they beat Nebraska or one of these other,
Yeah. How do they lose to Nebraska?
So here's the deal: are they keeping us just intrigued enough so that we can get a number 10 or 11 seed and lose in the
they'll
first
probably
round
get us 10 or 11, and that's where they'll be. That's fine. Thing is, they got the talent
to make a run.
Not all the way, but
no.
They can get to the Sweet 16 with this. I mean, they got size. If they get into a game where refs kind of let some stuff go and don't know the personality of the Murphy kid and call every little foul that he's around the ball, I think they got a real good shot. And Amir Coffey has to play well.
So Turo was out of the game last night with a bum shoulder. They say it's not season threatening, but he had it hurt and they thought he should rest.
So Curry,
now they played pretty well last night. This is the kid out of Creedon-Durham Hall.
well, he's got some defensive liability.
So they get this kid out of Sweden, the kid with the combed over hair, all one way, one way or the other. Played outstandingly. They couldn't stop singing his praises on FS1 last night.
How many points did he get?
It's not about the points. It's about the defense. It's about what he can do protecting the basket like Oturo's supposed to do.
Okay.
So
was he a tall guy, big guy?
7-footer.
Is that the transfer we got?
That is one of the transfers we got. Yes.
Okay. Senior.
That night I'm not 100% sure on. So anyway, big, tall, honking kid, and he played back when they were in Vancouver, and I tried to bring him up, and you're like, don't worry about him. Well, okay.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
so we
saying,
wait 3 months, and you finally get the.
And that's what I'm trying to say, and that's the point I want to make. He shows up every once in a while.
What about Curry? Did he play?
Curry played some last night. Yes.
Still not. He's done.
It's just not a factor yet.
Done.
I just don't think.
Yeah.
Is he a Grace Bragg? He's back, but he's not there in Grace was back late December. Well, we finally started to see what she could probably do mid to late January. Is that what Curry just needs to be out there playing some, and come March, who the heck knows? Maybe he'll be a man child. And,
maybe. I mean, maybe he's scared. Doesn't want to wreck it up again.
How about the Australian Open? Your picks came through.
Well, that's like the NBA. You got Federer, Nadal, or Djokovic. They're going to win every tournament, at least for the next 5 years still.
Okay.
And then on the women's side, it's a crapshoot. They got about 10 women that can win it, which is
it was kind of
actually
scary.
me more intriguing.
The women's, when the tournament started, there was 11 women who could have ended up number one after the tournament, depending upon who won and how all the things came out. And apparently this Naomi Osaka from Japan, apparently she's the real deal.
Okay,
she wins the US
well, we'll
Open.
see.
She wins the Australian.
Career could be a, how do you
Could be
put it?
a flash in the pan.
Grand Slam, one of those other kind of Grand Slam.
You know, Jennifer Capriati, they were saying, was when she won her first one, she won her second one in the next major. And obviously that, Jennifer
she
had
took
an
a
okay
detour
career,
of life,
but everything didn't always pan out the way she wanted to there. So there's some things there that, but she plays with power, kind of a little bit like Serena does. With that power game, she can hit, she serves pretty hard. And
who knocked out Serena?
Huh?
Who knocked out Serena?
Well, Serena was playing. Anyway, Serena tweaked her ankle.
Okay.
She was up 5-1 and had some set points in the third set. And as soon as she tweaked that ankle, it was all over. She only won like 4 or 5 more points the rest of the way.
Was she grimacing and pouting?
Yeah, well, not so much the pouting. You could tell she just couldn't push off like she wanted to. She couldn't lay into it. And she had her chances prior to that, no doubt about it. No excuses. But it was one of those tournaments where things happen. I think I'm feeling the effects a little bit today of getting up middle of the night, Saturday night and Sunday night.
I actually woke up in the middle of the night.
I watched both finals. I'm a sap for it. I did it, and my wife asked me Sunday morning, "Are you sick?" Because it was 8:30 and I was still in bed. And I said, "Well, I was up for 3.5 hours or 3 hours watching tennis. Is that okay?" She's like, "Oh, I didn't realize." So anyway, I must have been nice and quiet. I didn't wake her up.
Yeah, well, wait another 10 years. You'll be getting up at that time all the
was
time.
getting his butt handed to him. It doesn't matter who handed his butt. As long as Rafa loses,
Djokovic just dominated.
I'm a happy camper. That's one guy I just
Rafi?
I hate him.
Why?
Despise him. You want me to do what drives me crazy about this lad, this man?
Yeah, but
Every point, he's like Chuck Knobloch. Watch Chuck Knobloch get in the.
yeah.
And then he'd get in there. Well, Rafa, hey, get a haircut, okay? Cut your hair.
Well, his hair's kind of balding.
So you don't have to push this. Buy a jock or compression shorts that you don't have to pick out of your hind end each and every time.
Yeah.
You have been made millions and millions of dollars. I think the company could find you something that wouldn't do this to you, so I don't have to sit and watch it. That's why I don't like Rafa Nadal. He's a great
got
tennis
pipes.
player.
I mean, his arms.
I can't even stand watching him.
He's got an ounce
And
of
plus,
fat
my
on
wife
him.
loves him, so that's more the
Hey, he
reason.
doesn't
I
have
hate
an
him.
ounce of fat on him.
Probably not.
Yeah, guy's amazing specimen. I think.
Probably could have done played just about anything.
Yeah.
But anyway, what's left?
Questions?
Paul, what do you got for us?
All right.
Number
What
one
time
que-
will the show on Sunday that you're recording air?
What time will it air? It'll probably air sometime on Monday.
Okay, just checking.
Monday, probably. right?
It'll be on that quick?
Well, I think I'll get it to Darcy on Sunday afternoon, and she'll probably go put it up on Monday night. I assume she's probably into the Super Bowl. I would guess it'll be up on Monday. Sunday.
Monday and then Tuesday, Wednesday, probably a couple, 3 more times. So, good question.
What do you think about the race that started yesterday?
The race that started
The one on the
today,
bikes?
the Arrowhead 135.
Hey, yeah.
Well, I didn't get off to a good start.
What did you? What happened?
Well, I had 2 flat tires.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I basically just said I can't go and went to work.
Well, I don't know if you heard my interview on Coach's Corner, my other show, and had a chance to talk to Ken Kruger and to his brother-in-law who was actually competing. John Sparks is
Freddie?
his name. Huh?
Freddie Krueger?
Freddie Kruger. And I asked, just point blank asked him, I said, with the weather being what it's going to be, have you thought about not going? Yes. Are you going to go? Yes. He said, I got to go try. He said, I can't have trained this much and not go for it. So, Paul, to answer your question about what I think about the Arrowhead 135, these people are nuts.
Yeah.
They're crazy.
But
this
they
is
want
how they
everybody.
get rid of their crazy. This is,
Yeah.
I mean, people would say, well, why do you guys do this TV show? Well, we talk sports. This is what Mike and I do. We do.
We
this.
like it, yeah.
They go out here. That's their fix. That's their
Yeah.
adrenaline rush. They're high. They're whatever. They get out and they do this, and they do it in extreme temperatures. Because I asked John straight out. I said, you do this in the winter only? Yes. Why not in the summer? Just doesn't seem to have the challenge to it. It isn't the same in the warm versus doing it in the cold. I said it before. I'll say it again. It's dark outside. Right now as we film this, there are people running towards Fortune Bay, in the dark, and there's timber wolves out there.
Timberwolves.
I'm sorry.
All kinds of different
I'm
creatures.
going to have a
There's,
pistol or something with me because that ain't working for me. I mean, I don't care if I was in the shape of my life, and we all can see that I'm not. But even if I was, I'm not going to be out there running with the wolves.
And there's big cats out there too.
And there's big cats. I'm not out there. Nope.
Chipmunks.
Tim's not doing it. I don't care. I don't care the glory on the end of it. Give me a big trophy. Throw me a bunch of money. I'm not running with the wolves and with the cat. No.
Yeah. I bet you those bikes would be pretty difficult to go across Rainy Lake in the middle of the summer. Try that one out.
Going pretty fast.
Yeah, big boys.
At about 3:30 this afternoon, I pulled it up online.
Yeah.
They got it. Some people wearing the devices with it, so you can track them on arrowheadultra.com. And when this was 10 hours into the race. No, 9 hours into the race. So that was like 3:30. No, yeah, 8.5 hours in. He was already 94 miles. This bike rider was 12 miles ahead of the closest competitor already.
What's his name?
I don't remember the name, but I'm thinking he's averaging in these conditions, he's averaging over 10 miles an hour on his bike. That's insane in these temperatures to think that that's even possible. And this is down, snowmobile trails and whatever else, railroad grades. That's phenomenal. These guys are crazy. Crazy
That's a good way to put it. It's good for them, I guess. Jeez, I would probably, if I lived my life a little differently, I would probably enjoy something like that. But
Nope.
no.
Even if I lived my life, no way. No wolves. Nope.
What else?
All right, what do you think about the former Seahawks owner, Paul Allen?
Ooh.
Talked about Mark Cuban.
Passed away, right?
Paul Allen passed away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he seemed to know what he was doing. Was willing to. He had some bucks, so he could throw some money at the situations, and obviously Seattle, and he also owned the Trailblazers. At one point,
yeah.
right? Obviously, he was good at what he does.
I think genius, smart, intelligent.
But I think he was we're not necessarily to make a profit.
And he wasn't a person that was always in the limelight. I think he's very humble. Did a lot of good things in the community again. Very well liked by the Seahawk players, which I think tells a lot about him. And
Owners don't always get that.
no, so God bless him. Yeah.
All right, then final question. What do you think the kids will actually do tomorrow?
Wait, hang on. I got to get the prop out.
Oh, I say they'll be studying math.
Well, I hope.
So, you know, get
I'll tell you
first
what. When they do come back on Thursday, and I do check their assignments, all I can say is if they've got 3 days to get it done, they better have it. They better have her done.
Yeah, get her done.
Yeah, get her done.
Yeah. So watch.
Closed for is all Coochin County closed, or
Well, the International Falls, I don't know about everybody
Little
else.
Fork,
I would
I
assume
heard
that if we're
is-
closed, everybody else is closed.
I heard Little Fork is for tomorrow, but haven't decided on the next day yet. And I don't know about North Home, but I know, like Ringer said, they were closing them down to the cities today. So
Yeah, it was.
yeah, we're good.
Anything else that we're forgetting here?
We'll talk Super Bowl on Sunday. Sports is great. We got a bunch of playoff hockey start next week for girls, and yeah, status quo.
Crazy and ready to go.
Don't take us too
Thanks,
serious.
everybody.
This program brought to you by Brewski's Bar and Grill, located in Utica, Minnesota. Your one-stop shop for delicious burgers, fries, pizzas, and more.